Recently, one of my really great guitar students who I love working with asked me a question about playing lead guitar. And he said, Eric, once you have these money bends down and you know some licks and stuff, like, well, how do you connect them and how do you know what to go to next? And I was like, well, honestly, it's really simple. We don't have to know a whole bunch of licks and things. If you know how to do your money bends and you know the notes of your scale, just take a couple notes of your scale and start combining it with money bends. So what we did was this. If we're in D minor pentatonic, we took this D minor summer home box, right? With that root D on the 5th string. And then our home box with the root on string 6. Okay, so see both of those shapes. We want to be able to visualize both of those, but we're not using all of those notes. We're just going to take these two middle strings. So I'm going to play 5-7 on the D string and 5-7 on the G string. And I'm going to do hammer-ons. You could pick these notes too if you wanted to. And then I'm going to grab F on the 2nd string. So I'm just doing a little 5-note pattern in the box, just ascending. Then from here, I'm going to hit my money bend at the 8th fret on the 2nd string. Of course, add some vibrato to this F. Anytime you stop on a note for a little longer than a split second, I would generally add vibrato. And then we can return to that F. So you can see I didn't learn any fancy lick or anything. I literally just knew I wanted to bend this note and then return to this F. So bend up, and then you could kill it at the peak and hit the F, or bend up, release, and hit it. Okay, and then what's cool about that is whether you start in your home or summer home box, you can then just move it to the other one. So let's take that summer home shape, move it up to the home box. And now we have 10, 12 on the 4th string, 10, 12 on the 3rd string. And then instead of shifting up a fret, because we got to follow the scale box, we're at the 10th fret on the 2nd string of box 1. And then our bent note will be this C at the 13th fret, bending up to D. Bending up a whole step. And again, you could bend up, release, and hit, or just kill it there. And you could end, I think in the actual playthrough, I landed on this F. Just to kind of change things up. Basically, find a money bend, add a couple of scale notes, and then move it to the other box. And you could build a whole solo just out of that. For many of my guitar students, that is with lead guitar, that's what you want to spend 90% of your improv time doing. Just focus on honing in on your vibrato and your bends and making those really killer, and then add a couple of pentatonic scale notes to it. That's it. That's all I would do.